Have you ever felt a chill in the air or heard a whisper in the dark that made you question what's real? These moments blur the line between our world and the next, giving rise to legends that echo our deepest fears. Each culture has its own spirits, some weeping, some hunting, all teaching lessons through terror. These aren't just ghost stories, they're warnings woven into the fabric of communities. Tonight, we journey through Latin America's haunted legends, stories that linger long after the fire dies down. So turn down the lights, listen closely, and prepare yourself. The spirits are waiting. Tonight, we delve into the shadowy corners of folklore, where whispers of the supernatural intertwine with the natural world. Our first tale drifts along the riverbanks, carried on the mist and the mournful sighs of the wind. It's a story etched in the collective memory of generations, a legend that speaks of loss, despair, and eternal regret, where the sorrowful cry of La Llorona echoes through the ages. She is more than just a ghost story. She is a symbol of profound grief, forever bound to the waterways that claimed her children. The weeping woman haunts the night, her presence a chilling reminder of a tragedy that refuses to be forgotten. Her legend is whispered in hushed tones, a cautionary tale passed down through families. Once a beautiful woman named Maria, full of life and dreams, she lived a life that seemed blessed, until fate took a cruel turn. Consumed by a moment of unimaginable darkness, she drowned her children in a moment of despair, a decision that would forever haunt her soul. As punishment for her unspeakable act, she was cursed to wander the earth, forever searching for them, her spirit tethered to the rivers and streams where their lives ended. Her agonizing wail, "Ay, mis hijos," a cry of eternal sorrow, pierces the silence of the night, a sound that chills the very bones. It is a sound that carries a warning to children. Stay away from the water after dark, lest they become the next victims of her desperate search. The legend says that if her cry sounds close, she's far away, luring you into a false sense of security. But if it's faint, barely audible, she's right behind you, her spectral presence closing in. Witnesses describe a gaunt figure in white, a spectral vision that sends shivers down the spine, her face hidden in shadow, forever concealing the pain and anguish that consumes her. Gliding along the river's edge, a restless spirit forever seeking what she lost. For many, her legend is more than a story. It's a deeply ingrained belief, a cultural touchstone that speaks to the fragility of life and the consequences of our actions. It's a chilling reality, a sorrowful presence that lingers in the quiet hours, a reminder that some wounds never truly heal. Parents use her tale to keep children safe, warning them of the dangers that lurk near the water's edge. But the fear she inspires is real, a primal instinct that whispers of the unknown and the unknowable. The sound of her weeping is said to bring misfortune, a harbinger of sorrow and despair, a sign that tragedy is near. It is a sound that chills you to the bone, freezing the blood of anyone who hears it, leaving them paralyzed with fear. So the next time you find yourself near a river on a lonely night, listen closely. Have you ever heard her cry? Perhaps La Llorona is closer than you think. Imagine a place where the sun bleeds into the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. A place where the wind whispers secrets across endless fields. Across the plains of Colombia and Venezuela, a land of stunning beauty and hidden dangers, a different terror stalks the night, a legend whispered in hushed tones around crackling fires. It is the tale of El Silbon, the Whistler, a specter of the plains. Cursed for the unspeakable act of murdering his own father, a crime that stained his soul for eternity, he wanders eternally, a restless spirit bound to the earth, forever seeking solace he can never find. He is forever carrying a sack of bones, the remains of his victims, a grim reminder of his eternal torment. And as he walks, he is whistling a haunting tune, a melody that chills the blood and portends ill fortune. His whistle deceives, it plays tricks on your mind, manipulating your senses. For the unwary traveler, if it sounds close, he's far away, luring you into a false sense of security. But if it's distant, barely audible on the wind, he's near, and danger is imminent. El Silbon preys on drunkards, those who have lost their way, both literally and figuratively, and the unfaithful, those who have broken sacred vows and betrayed the trust of loved ones. He is counting bones, each one a life taken, each one a step closer to claiming another victim as an omen of death. But there is hope. only the bark of a dog, a sound that pierces the darkness and disrupts his spectral presence, or the sting of chili, its fiery essence a repellent to his cursed form, can drive him away, offering a temporary reprieve from his terrifying presence. The plains are vast, stretching out to meet the horizon, an endless expanse where shadows dance and secrets linger, and his whistle is a promise of doom, a chilling reminder that you are not alone in the darkness. Would you risk walking alone, venturing out into the night when the moon is hidden and the stars offer no comfort, where El Silban roams, forever searching for his next victim? For locals, his legend is a nightly warning, a cautionary tale passed down through generations. Lock your doors, say your prayers, and pray he passes by, leaving you untouched by his curse. The next set of bones in his sack, the ones he carries with such grim purpose, could be yours. A chilling thought that keeps the legend of El Silban alive in the hearts of those who dwell in the plains. Every culture has its boogeyman, but in Latin America, none is more feared than El Cucuy. He's the shapeless terror in the dark, the reason children behave or else. El Cucuy's form is ever changing, a hairy monster, a shadow, a nightmare tailored to your fears. The warning is simple: behave, or El Cucuy will take you away. He kidnaps the disobedient, spiriting them into darkness, never to return. His legend is a tool for parents, but the fear he inspires lingers into adulthood. El Cucuy is the darkness parents warn against, the unknown that waits if you stray. Did your parents ever whisper his name to keep you in line? Deep in the emerald heart of Colombia's vast and untamed jungles, where sunlight struggles to pierce the dense canopy above, lies a realm of ancient secrets and whispered legends. These jungles, teeming with life and shrouded in mystery, hold tales that have been passed down through generations, stories that speak of spirits, both benevolent and malevolent, that roam the undergrowth. Among these spectral inhabitants, one figure stands out, a chilling embodiment of vengeance and sorrow, La Pata Sola, the one-legged woman, a haunting presence that forever wanders the wild, her name a chilling whisper on the wind. Her story is one of profound betrayal and brutal mutilation, a tragic tale of a woman wronged, her life stolen, and her body forever scarred by the cruelty of man. From the ashes of her suffering, she rose not as a victim, but as a vengeful spirit, a force of nature fueled by rage and a thirst for retribution. Now she is the self-appointed protector of the forest, a fierce guardian of its delicate balance, and the relentless punisher of those who dare to be unfaithful, those who betray the trust and love of another. She appears as a disheveled figure, her wild hair cascading around her like a dark storm, obscuring her face and adding to her mystique. Her features are distorted, her teeth sharpened into feline points, and she moves with an unnatural grace, propelled by a single, powerful leg that allows her to traverse the treacherous terrain with ease. She often uses her beauty as a lure, appearing to lost and lonely men as a vision of loveliness, a beacon in the darkness. But this is merely a facade, a cruel trick to draw them closer, before she reveals her true monstrous form, a terrifying visage that shatters their illusions and seals their fate. Loggers who carelessly destroy the ancient trees, hunters who slaughter the innocent creatures of the forest, and, above all, cheaters who break the sacred bonds of love and fidelity, are her chosen prey, lured deeper and deeper into the labyrinthine woods by her enchanting call, a siren song that promises pleasure but delivers only pain. The last thing her victims ever hear, the final sound that echoes in their ears before the darkness consumes them, is the chilling sound of her single leg hopping relentlessly through the dense underbrush, a rhythmic beat of impending doom. Then, silence, as she strikes with swift and merciless fury. La Patasola is more than just a monster. She is both a stark warning against the dangers of infidelity, a reminder of the pain and destruction it can cause, and a fierce guardian of the natural world, a symbol of the forest's power to retaliate against those who disrespect it. Her enduring legend serves as a constant reminder. Disrespect the delicate balance of the wild, and you may find yourself lost forever, swallowed by the darkness, never to return. So the question remains, would you, lured by the promise of beauty and companionship, willingly follow a beautiful stranger into the depths of the forest at night? For in her domain, beauty is not a gift, but a deadly trap, a carefully crafted illusion designed to lead you to your doom. Not all monsters are spirits, some are creatures of flesh and blood, or so the stories say. El Chupacabra, the goat sucker, first appeared in Puerto Rico in the 1990s, leaving livestock drained of blood, puncture wounds on their necks. Descriptions vary: reptilian and alien-like, or a hairless, fanged beast. Is it an alien, a mutant, or just a mangy dog? No one knows, but the fear is real. Scientists offer rational explanations, but eyewitnesses insist the chupacabra is something else. The legend taps into ancient fears of predators that drain life itself. Whether myth or monster, El Chupacabra is a modern legend that refuses to die. Do you believe it stalks the night, or is it just a story? On Venezuela's lonely roads, beware La Sayona, a spirit born of jealousy and rage. Once a woman betrayed by lies, she murdered her family and was cursed to hunt unfaithful men forever. She appears as a beautiful woman, luring men with charm before revealing her true terrifying form. Her victims are paralyzed by her scream, some dying of fright, others torn apart. La Sayona is a warning infidelity can have deadly consequences. Her legend is a supernatural enforcer of fidelity, haunting those who stray. Would you trust a beautiful stranger on a dark road? For many, her story is a reason to stay faithful and stay away. In the highlands of Guatemala and Mexico, El Sombrerón, the man in the big hat, weaves a subtler terror. Dressed in black with an enormous hat, he serenades young women with enchanting music, drawing them into obsession. His victims waste away, unable to eat or sleep, their hair braided by his ghostly hands. Only cutting their hair can break his spell, but the women are left forever changed. El Sombrerón is a romantic predator, claiming souls with song instead of violence. His legend warns against vanity and the allure of mysterious strangers. Have you ever heard a melody so haunting it felt supernatural? In the dusk, beware the man whose face is hidden in shadow. He may be searching for his next love. From La Llorona's cries to El Sombrerón song, these legends are more than stories, they're reflections of our deepest fears. Spirits like La Patasola, El Cucuy, and El Chupacabra are woven into culture, teaching lessons through terror. Which legend haunts you the most? Share your own stories in the comments. These tales endure because we share them, keeping the whispers alive for new generations. Thank you for joining this journey into Latin America's haunted legends. And remember, next time you hear a whisper in the rain, it might just be one of these spirits.